Hi guys, Kimmerman Studio here and you're watching Kimmerman Gunpla Studio. Today I have here a handset from Dalin model Decal, and this is a third-party Chinese company which produces Gunpla accessories, and I have here the 1100 handset version 3.0. So this is the new release from the accessories, the hand accessories made by Dalin, and this is inspired by the 3.0 Gorilla hands by the RX78 version 3.0. So this is a 1/100 scale. You can use it for your master grade model kits or the 1/100 scale model kits. Don't mind this name here. I put this Genesis because I will put this in the Genesis model kit by the In era. And I find something interesting with this kit because since this is the new release and I cannot stop myself from comparing this new release to the old release, which is this one, the 1/100 scale. It's not the 3.0, but this is also for your master grade and any 1/100 kit. So this one, there is an H1 name because I intend to put this into my Gundam H1 normal, but I was changing, and I'm now changing my decision because I find this 3.0 bigger or larger than this normal 1/100 set, 1/100 scale handset. Let's see the difference. So if I open this normal release, and let's just focus on the digits here. We have here the fingers. There we have the 3-segmented finger for these 4 fingers here. And if you look at the thumb, so this is the thumb. There's only one segment for the thumb, same like the normal hand. We have one segment here and the joint here. So there's this ball joint and the segment here. But what fascinates me in this 3.0, if you're going to look and if you're going to compare it, let's get the digits. If you look at the digits, it's quite larger than your early release. Is a little bit longer, and if you look at the thumb, there are 2 segments now, unlike the first one. So the thumb has 3 segments, exceeded even the normal hand, the human hand. We only have 1 segment here, but here there are 2 plus the ball joint. So if you're going to compare it, this is the old release, this is the 3.0. Look at the difference. These are the thumb, 1 segment and 2 segment here. So now I find this one cool because this has much more grip power and longer fingers compared with this one. Let's compare it after I build these 2 sets here. Now I finally made the 2 sets of hand here. I have the first one here, which is the old release, and the 3.0 Dalin Decal model hand. So they're both Dalins, but this one is the old release and this one is the latest, the 3.0 model. And if we compare each hands here, they have the same size of the dorsum and palmar aspect of the hand, but the palm here in the old set is somehow has a prominent palm here in the joint parts of the index fingers, whereas here in the 3.0 it's flat, it's flatter. And in terms of articulation, they are both articulated, so we can bend the digits, the phalanges here, so the digits can bend, and the thumb can bend also, can rotate through its ball joint, something like that. It can form a fist also, but I cannot bend it further because sometimes we are going to bend this much, the joints here, this one can become loose and will sludge off on the fingers. Okay, so let's check the 3.0. This is 3.0. It has 2-point peg or articulation on the thumb, unlike the old release, which is only one joint here in the thumb. But here in the 3.0, it's very funny that it's like an abnormal hand. It has two segments, and of course there's ball joint here. And the fingers are much more realistic. It has the curves like the human finger, and it can bend expressively. It has more expression than the old release of Dalin. Okay. So it has much elegant expression than your old Dalin fingers or hands. This is the 3.0. So I advise, if you like expressiveness, choose the 3.0. But for me, they're both the same. They have the same quality of articulation. But in terms of elegancy of the hand, the 3.0 model has the advantage over this 2-point or the old stock of Dalin decals. So now let's go to the functionality of the hands in terms of gripping the weapon of the kits. So we will have the sword and the gun. So this is the beam rifle from the Gundam Seed, and I don't have the beam saber, so let's assume that this Mazin Kaiser sword here is your beam saber. So let's just have some quick review here. We have here the pegs. It's optional for you if you want to apply the pegs. These are the pegs on this hand. We have here this rectangular peg. If your weapon has the peg sight, it's an advantage because it will not loose in place easily if you apply it. But most Gundam weapons doesn't have that because the latest models have these interchangeable fingers for their hands. So I choose to modify my kits. I drill hole and I apply this rectangular peg for the weapon in order for it to stick in this peg. But for now, I did not apply the peg yet, so let's check the functionality of this hand. For example, we will use this old stock here, and let's try if it can grip the Gundam Seed Rifle. And there, you can fit the fingers on the gun handle. It's a little difficult because the fingers of the old model Dalin Decal hands are shorter. But in terms of gripping power, it can grip the rifle on place. But this rifle is lighter than the typical Gundam Seed rifle, so this is easy for the old stock of Dalin hand to grip it. So let's try the beam saber or the sword. So this is a little difficult because the sword of Mazin Kaiser is rounded. So if you want to modify it by drilling some hole on the sword, it's your choice. Without the hole, you cannot grip the handle because the hand or the fingers are not that strong in terms of gripping rounded pegs or handles. So this is weak in terms of beam saber weapons. So if we try the 3.0 Dalin model, and the advantage I can see here is it has longer fingers than the old stock. So let's see, let's try. So in terms of gripping the rifle, it looks garbage because you cannot fold the index finger nicely here, unlike the old stock, which looks more elegant than this 3.0. I choose the old stock. But in terms of strength, they have the same. They have the same quality in terms of gripping strength. Since this gun is lighter than your typical guns from the Seed series, but still it passes the quality test. So in terms of gripping rounded handles like this sword, so it's much more elegant than the old stock in terms of gripping. But still, the sword doesn't stay in place because it's rounded and a little heavy, and at the same time it doesn't have peg. So if you want to customize it by drilling a hole and applying the peg, you may do so, but it cannot grip round handles, same like the old stock. But anyway, I'm satisfied with this hand parts here from Dalin model sets or model kit. I can pose my Gundams expressively than using the boring interchangeable fingers or the stock set. So this is Kimmerman from Kimmerman Gunpla Studio. By the way, we have here the pegs. So this is the old stock pegs. I forgot to mention, this is the old stock pegs, and this is the 3.0 pegs here. The 3.0 has a separate set of pegs for the right hand and left hand, whereas the old stock, they are combined together, the pegs for the right and left hands. So I hope you get something nice in this video, and you see the difference between the old Dalin stock and the new 3.0 Dalin stock for your Gunplas. So this is Kimmerman from Kimmerman Gunpla Studio saying goodbye, God bless, and take care.